What, babe?
There's no salmon in here yet. But this whole thing, this thing will be just red with fish whenever they come up here. A lot of fish. Ooh, it is quite chilly.
Yeah, it's definitely got a...
I forgot to grab the hoodie out of the truck.
I know, it's a lot colder here than it was at home.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're back on the road. It's getting a little cloudy out there. Starting to rain. I just checked the temperatures, and it's like almost 70 in Delta. It's 52. Bit of a bump. Just a little one. So we are still working our way to Glen Allen. We are between Paxton and Glen Allen.
The road used to be up there. And they cut all this out to fix this road.
Yes, it feels very weird in here. The road is very weird.
Solid rocks.
So, got a little story for you guys. I had surgery on my knee. I've mentioned it a few times. Well, we were coming back from one of my follow-up appointments, and I had not gotten much sleep. So I was laying in the back of the truck, and I was going to try and take a nap on our way home. Well, my wonderful husband here starts playing in the little right? And I was laying in the back. I was like, babe, would you stop it? And he's like, what? They're just there to... He's like, said something about them being there, and he's not trying to fall asleep or anything. I was like, of course not, but I am. I'm in the back trying to fall asleep, and he's like, oh, right. It was very annoying. He thought it was funny. Clearly, he still does, yeah. He's laughing about it. Yes, I did in fact see someone on a bike. Alright.
Crazy people.
No, riding a bike here isn't crazy. One of my oldest friends did some bike-a-thon 10 years ago or something like that. And he rode his bike from Seattle, Washington to, I think it was Sacramento or San Francisco or something, and that's going over the Siskiyous. And if you know I-5 on the West Coast, you know what the Siskiyous are. If you don't, they're mountains. They're a big-ass mountain range you gotta cross over. Very windy roads. I don't even really like riding it in a car, and I could not imagine doing it on a freaking bicycle. Yes, bicycle, not motorbike, bicycle. You know, pedals. I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. He was doing it for some charity or something. But I don't. You know what? I'll just pay money. I will just give money. Yeah, I'm not about to bike. No, I don't think you could get me to bike to Fairbanks for charity. Really. Huh?
A lot of openness.
Yeah, like most of the views. why we like the views, isn't it? Oh, that helped. Yeah, that helps so much. No. I can see better through my camera, through the phone lens, than I can through the actual window. Now I can't. Yeah, we're probably going to get in some rain. And then, even if we don't, when we do get to Glen Allen, we can probably clean off the windshield a little.
Yeah, sure.
I realize you don't give a hell if we can't see, but I like to be able to see the road in front of me. Yep, more Alaskan travels. And currently, it doesn't really look much different than going from Fairbanks to Delta.
This is a lot swampier.
Well, like looking out onto the side of it, it doesn't look much different.
There's a bunch of roads.
And on that note, alright, I'm gonna turn the video off right now because I currently fear for my life. I'm joking. I don't, but it's close. And I need to go have some substances that will make me feel better. I'm going to go hang out with Mary for a minute. Alright? Alright. See you in a bit. So, apparently we're in Glen Allen now. So far we have passed a mechanic shop that burnt down and the liquor store. The liquor store didn't look all that up and running either. It was, but it didn't look it. And I think that's all of Glen Allen. A liquor store. Oh, there's visitor information. So something must actually be coming up ahead. Besides the liquor store.
This place is shut down.
Another abandoned area. It seems to be the general consensus for anything this side of Summit. Abandoned.
Alright, this is where we're going to pull in and stop for a minute. This is the hub.
The hub. Where's Glen Allen proper?
That way.
Oh.
Everybody stops here.
Mm-hmm. Does that say toque?
Toke. Yeah.
Toque.
Toke Typhoon.
I thought we went on the other highway.
Yeah. They got lost. Couldn't afford to change the sign, I guess.
Them some big solar panels.
We'll go in.
Yeah. Be back.
Now we're going into Glen Allen proper.
What he said.
What is it?
Said what you said.
Oh, yeah.
Radio Shack.
They don't change the signs much.
Yeah, that's the courthouse. I guess it's better than one in Delta. It's just a trailer. Although I am seeing signs of city life up ahead.
Oh yeah, this is the big city we're coming up on.
Not even sure what that place is. So this is Glen Allen, Alaska. You are seeing it with me for the first time. I don't think that gift shop's open.
No.
Doesn't look it. And a sign for a place called Rustic Resorts. Isn't that the whole damn town? Look, Wells Fargo.
Yep.
Fancy. Subway.
Yep. IGA.
Subway, IGA, and Wells Fargo. And ironically, they're actually further apart than they are in Delta.
And the green and white one there used to be an Arctic Cat dealership.
Used to be.
Years ago.
This one right here?
Yep.
That does not look big enough to have been a sled dealership or any kind of dealership.
It was.
A gas station. The street sign. Caribou Hotel. Restaurant and gift shop.
Their food's okay there. Napa.
Napa. Because all small towns got to have a Napa or a Shucks.
Alright, tour's over. That's it. Town's done.
And there's the doctor's office. Well, wasn't that fancy? And definitely about the same as Delta. And I'm sure they've got a lot of off-lying areas too, like Delta does, you know. The library, that's nice. Alright, well, that was Glen Allen. Exciting.
That's the whole town.
Alright, y'all. So on that fun note, I'm going to turn this off and try and get some nap in. Because I am tired. And I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes awake. So I just didn't want to miss Glen Allen. Because I've never seen it before, right? You know? Alright, so see you all in a little while. Ooh, what are we passing? Is it a big store? Is it something big? It is. It is. It is a hardware store. Alright. Again, we will talk to y'all later. Oh, look, storage units. So, we're driving through the mountains, and I just thought it was pretty cool. You can see the clouds, like, just hanging on the mountains. It is very rainy. Well, misty, rainy. It just seems like it's a lot worse because we're on the road where everyone's driving, but...
So many forest fires we put out.
Alright, I'm gonna work on the zoom a little. The zoom on the new phone is throwing me for a loop, y'all. It's not as easy to navigate as my other one. I'm still trying to learn how to do it. But yeah, we're about to go through the mountains. I was going to record a little bit more of this, but I don't know how much is really going to be seen anyway because, well, again, the clouds are clinging to the mountains. Wrong way. There we go. says Sleep Mountain Lodge. Yellow Jacket Creek. I don't know, both of those just sound like Sleep Mountain Lodge and Yellow Jacket Creek on the next Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, Friday the 13th action going on. Sounds creepy. If I see a sign saying Camp Crystal Lake this way, we're turning around.
Past that.
Oh, we already passed it. Now we're getting close down to Anchorage. Obviously, never been there, or any of the cities surrounding it. It's supposed to be the big cities in Alaska, so we'll be the judge of that, won't we? Yeah. Because I do know 90% of my viewers aren't actually in Alaska, which makes sense, really. But we've definitely crossing a lot more vehicles and stuff than...
We're getting to where the whole state lives.
Yeah, the majority of the state population is down this way. Yay. Now this is going to be a very long throwback. In 2006, there was a miniseries that came on TV called 10.5 Apocalypse, which was a sequel to 10.5, a miniseries that came out in 2004. Now, in this miniseries Apocalypse, there's a moment where they're flying over a mountain and mountains like this, and there's a weird patch of deforestation that wasn't there even 6 hours before. And shortly afterwards, the volcano erupted that didn't exist there prior. It is called Apocalypse. And every time I look at the mountain since we've been out, I'm looking for it. Like, is it gonna blow? Oh, look, there was a deforestation. It's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. Does anybody else know this movie? I was obsessed with disaster movies and earthquake movies and stuff back in the day. Probably because I was terrified of earthquakes, and scary movies didn't scare me. So those were my horror movies. So, yeah. Anyway, did you guys ever see those miniseries? I found the Apocalypse. It's streaming on, I want to say, Amazon. Pretty sure it was Amazon. And I could not find the original, like the first one.
Glacier down there.
Yeah, there's a glacier down there. I was noticing something. Let's see if I can get it. I don't think I'm gonna. You can kind of see some white patches through there. Yeah, see a little, that white line there right above the guardrail. There's a glacier. Anyway, right, the movie. So, have any of you guys seen the movie? It's really what I was getting at with that question. Do you guys know the movie? And have you seen it? Did you like it? What is your favorite disaster, end of the world type movie? Or do you absolutely hate those movies? Let me know. Comment below. Let's get some discussion. If you have a favorite one, which one should I watch? Yes, there's a chance I've already seen it, but suggest it and I'll let you know. And if I haven't watched it, I will watch it as soon as I can find it on DVD or digital, wherever. Oh. So I found 10.5 on DVD, but not digital anywhere. So of course I had to order it. It'll be here probably sometime next week. Yes. I'm actually looking forward to that. I really like that movie. it was a much better San Andreas than San Andreas.
This is called Caribou.
I can't really see much, but it's probably better that way. We'll get video of that on the way back. I'll be on that side.
Used to be a lot scarier.
Used to be a lot scarier in the old days. Oh goody, it's a bridge.
But it's a very nice bridge.
No, it's not.
You should have seen the original bridge.
And I know the bridge is over. I can feel it underneath me. That is one thing I did not like about the Amtrak from anywhere really. Because I've taken several different trains with Nana and on my own and stuff. And there are a lot of bridges over train tracks. When you're on the train through the woods and the mountains, because there's a lot of freaking bridges. I don't like it. But the next time I go on a train, it's going to be in a room and I'm going to be very drunk. Although that's not really all that different from the last time I took a train. Although I didn't get drunk, because I rarely do. But I was definitely having a couple drinks. But next time I take a train, it'll be with you, and it'll be much more fun. Because, yes, oh look, there's the glacier, you can see it. Nope, now you just seen raindrops on the windshield. And suddenly I have the sound of music in my head. What glacier is that? Do you know? That is another Alaskan glacier. I'm glad I can fill you guys with so much information. So I took a little nappy. Not really a nap, just kind of like a doze. Because as soon as I wanted to fall asleep, apparently we were on the bumpiest road in Alaska. There was a couple times where I thought I was going to hit the roof while it woke me up as I'm in midair. Last night you said my laugh sounds like someone, a cartoon someone. Who was that? I don't remember who you said. Oh, Wilma Flintstone.
Yes.
Yes. Last night, this husband of mine compared me to Wilma Flintstone and then said I must have some caveman DNA in me.
Well, you married one.
Yes, I know I married one. And I don't have caveman DNA, that's you. I have Viking DNA. Thank you. I'm gonna wrap this portion up. Yeah. At this point, this is probably already gonna be like a 2-hour video. I'm gonna end up having to split it into like 4 parts. So we haven't even gotten to Anchorage yet, and I think I'm already on like 30 minutes. So I will turn this back in when we start getting into the popularized areas, I guess. Yes, popularized. Is that a word? Hey guys, so the road's starting to get a little curvy here in the mountains. I like a good curvy mountain road, right? So let's take you along. It is time for me to get my post for today up and going, but I don't have enough signal to do so here in the mountains. So we're just going to record the mountains and I'll post when we get off them. You are not a race car driver. There's a couple spots before I even turned the camera on today between home and Summit where we take those roads all the time, but we're normally, oh look at that.
Cool. That's badass.
Alright, did anybody count them? You should. Y'all should go back and count them and let us know how many bikes there were in that little parade. Anyhow, what was I saying? I don't know. Alright. So, on the roads where we're normally either hauling the trailer or the bus or something that you don't normally go fast on because we got so much, he was treating it like a freaking Formula One racetrack. And I do love me my Formula One. I like it way better than NASCAR. I know, don't come for me. But it's a lot more fun than NASCAR. You know, there's a lot more going on. I've actually been to a couple Formula One races in California at Laguna Seca when I was teeny tiny. There's actually some pictures of me sitting in one of them. I also have pictures of me sitting in the original Gravedigger. Well, I don't know if it was the original, but early 90s Gravedigger. And for those of you who don't know, although if you're watching my channel, I'm guessing you know, Monster Truck, Monster Jam, that's Gravedigger. That mountain looks like it's erupting, but it is not. I've been watching it while we've been going around the mountains here. It looks like it's erupting, but it's just the clouds. Oh, I've noticed it. I noticed it a while ago. You guys like to go fishing in the rain? Do you like to fish in the rain? I'm not surprised he doesn't. I'd go fishing in the rain. It makes the fish jump more. You know, I feel like these guardrails should be a little better. Call me crazy.
At least there is guardrails.
Yes, you can't tell too much from the video and everything, but there's not really anything on the other side of those guardrails besides, you know, bushes.
A cliff.
And a cliff. That's my point. There's nothing there. It just goes down.
Yeah.
Oh look, a mosquito.
Yeah.
I thought the little bastard left. See it? There he is. Oh, that guardrail's even better. It's just random stakes. And now nothing. Secure. y'all, we are in Palmer. And look, our wet paint friends are ahead of us again. We had to stop and get gas, go to the bathroom. Does anybody else's bladder shrink when they're in the car? Just mine. Just mine? Because I know mine does. It shrinks.
Fred Meyer.
Oh, Palmer has a Fred Meyer. Fancy.
This used to be Fred Meyer, and then they built this one and now turned this one into something else.
U-Haul storage.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the big fancy Fred Meyers.
They got cars there.
And a McDonald's and a Chevron.
They got Tasty Freeze too.
Ooh, I actually like Tasty Freeze. Let's go. I'm hungry. No joke. I am starting to get hungry.
Mm-hmm. Now we can go to Tasty Freeze if you want to. I just gotta move over a lane. Or a tree.
Or it might be easier to go that way and then turn and go that way. That wasn't illegal. Shh.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, we just...
Oh, it's Dairy Queen, not Tasty Freeze.
Oh, Dairy Queen works too.
DQ, right there.
I haven't been to a Dairy Queen in so freaking long. Taco Bell.
No, we're not doing Taco Bell.
He likes to crush my hopes and dreams. Taco Bell.
I like that car. CTS4 Cadillac.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's real fast.
Alright, y'all. Well, we're going to go get something to eat over here at Dairy Queen. And we will talk to y'all in a bit. Hey, y'all. So, we made it to Anchorage. We did what we had to do down here. It isn't on video. That's not what we're going to be talking about. It wasn't for the best of reasons. So, now we are on our way home. While we were down here, we got in a car accident. And the people that we got in a car accident with were idiots and a lot of other things, but I'm not going to say it on camera. So, yeah, we're on our way home now. It's not exactly been a pleasant trip, but what needed to get done got done, so there we go. On our way home, I'm very excited to go home. Maybe one day we'll come back down here to do the touristy thing, but I wasn't all that enthralled with doing something like that prior to this, and now spending time in Anchorage, it is a cesspool. What the heck are you people doing down here? Clean up the streets everywhere. There was garbage. There were people chewing their toenails on the side of the road. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was horrible and disgusting. And we're on our way home now. So, yeah, we're on our way home. Anything else interesting happens or we get a little bit further into the mountains, I do want to get some video from the other side of the glacier and stuff, but we'll see. So thanks for coming with us so far, and let's see what happens from here on out. Talk to you in a bit. Alright, so I said I wanted to get a little bit more of the glacier. There it is.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's the end of the glacier. Interesting, huh? Did you know they just end like that? And there's a lot more of it up there. See? It's Manutaka Glacier. Manutaka? I don't know. I'm 90% sure I butchered that. Which is hilarious, because whenever I watch YouTubers or anything and they pronounce cities or like a location improperly because they're not from there, so they don't know the proper pronunciation, I'm always yelling at the screen, that's not how you say it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it. So in total, the trip from, one way is about a 6-hour drive, which is why we ended up staying the night down there. We were originally just going to come down for the day, but we were able to find a good sitter for the dogs. They're doing great. Brody's doing a great job. You've seen him before on the channel. He's with them right now at home. And we stayed in a hotel. So, heading home now. What'd you guys do this weekend? Did you go on a 12-hour road trip too? From the looks of it, I think we're going to get some good shots around this corner. There doesn't seem to be a lot of hill in the way, but we shall see. Yeah, the window crack got a little bit bigger after the accident. Did anyone else have a car accident this weekend? And if you did, I hope it was as minor as ours was. There was a little bit of damage to our car and a little bit of damage to the truck that sideswiped us. But nothing terrible. No one was injured. My anxiety and panic attack went through the freaking roof, and I couldn't really breathe well, including now, you want to take this road a little softer. Yeah, so I have pretty bad anxiety when it comes to driving and being in the car. You might not notice that well because we're in the car 95% of the time. But I'm also in my happy little bubble of Delta and the outward bubble of Fairbanks when I have to be. And I'm comfortable in those zones. There's not a lot of horrendous traffic or dumbasses sideswiping you. Yeah, the accident I was in that actually caused most of my anxiety, because I used to love to drive. Oh, look, a bridge. It happened in Marina, California, and we were at a stoplight. I was literally stopped at a stop sign, and some teenager in her mommy's minivan tried to merge into the lane and like T-boned swiped. It was interesting. Yeah. That was many, many years ago. Crowley truck. Yes. Definitely don't want him going too hard on this road. No, take it just slow, dude. Take it slow. was that? Whoa!
Yeah, it was most of it.
Alright. Well, since that's pretty much that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up now. Thanks for riding along with us while we head to Anchorage and back. I might try to take a nap. I doubt I'll be able to. I was actually surprised I fell asleep a little bit on the way down there. That shocked me. But it wasn't for very long, I don't think, was it? He's shaking his head no.
Bumps can be
Yeah. Very bumpy. Alright. So, thanks again, and we will see you in the next video. And check out the shorts that go with today's, and all my other shorts. I know the shorts I've posted the last week and a half or so have been a little funky. Not really any kind of order, and some of them were re-uploads. But again, that was all because of what we were down in Anchorage for, which we will talk about at a later date. But things were just a little crazy, so normal posts didn't get put up. Yep. Alright. I'm going to stop rambling. I'll show you the view for a few more minutes, and then we'll end this.